Hello and welcome to what's going to be the start of chapter 10. Well, chapter 10 is a gauntlet just like chapter 6, which I admit I usually forget about because I forget that the Amalgam Alpha fight is in this chapter. That's not the big one though. The Amalgam Alpha fight has never been that difficult, but like everything else about this chapter was a little strange. Mostly I got very unlucky during this one, particularly of this chapter. It was kind of amazing. There's a section here in the mirror with the neighbor next door. I don't know who likes that guy. I'm sorry. That's the one character where I'm like, you know what, dude? If you weren't in the game, we wouldn't have lost much. Because really, it feels like he's mostly there to try and explain Ruvik, and I don't need him to do that. I personally like Ruvik being as vague as possible. Like, we have enough. I don't feel like he adds much to the story. I really dislike him. Either way, now that we are done with his scene, let's talk about this part coming right up, which is you will have I forgot where all of the traps were, which is why you will see me crouching. I just genuinely forgot because I know that there are traps, and we are finally at the part where we do actually have traps. So there's this one. If you don't disarm it, you have to run very fast so that that thing doesn't blow up in your face, and if you don't disarm it and run through it, you won't be able to get the key. But either way, I disarm it, I get the key, and I don't even know how to explain this part because this part is usually very easy, but cue the death montages. Yeah, the sniper got me. This guy got me so many times. So many times. The dude got me. The axe guy. The torch guy. So many times. I couldn't even, the lady got me. Like, I couldn't even explain to you why. It was like, the game was like, no, for half an hour, nothing worked. It was amazing. And like, I don't even know why, because I had to turn the game off. It was that bad. I was just that unlucky. And then, everything worked okay. Like, I turned the game off, I went out, I smelled some grass, and I'm back. And most of the things are going my way. You can actually stealth kill this guy if you're careful about your position. I wasn't careful enough and he saw me. So I ended up having to shotgun him in the face. Unfortunately, that trap actually didn't kill him. You will see him rise up and get smacked through the head. And I take his torch because there are two guys in the following room. There's a dude and the lady, I mean, and one of them has an axe, the first one. So I'm going to make my way to this room, and once you get here, the sniper is going to shoot a bullet through the window and alert these guys of your presence. And I just wait here for this guy, burn him, pick up his axe, and wait here for the lady. She comes running at me, I smack her with the axe, and then I take out my sniper rifle because I'm going to take out the sniper. He's over there, you can see him. He always flashes his little light whenever he's about to shoot. I wait for him to shoot just so I know that he's charging, and then I get up, wait for him to pop. I missed him there, but that's fine. I can shoot him again, and I just wait for him to shoot his bullet. And once I hear the shot, back out, waiting for him to pop. He's right over there. And there he goes popping. And now for this section, there's actually some dudes upstairs. So I run and get my sniper rifle ammo, and I'm going to wait for that one dude who's patrolling the corridor to make his round back the way he came from. Once I see him pass that window, I make my move and I throw a bottle to try and get them all together. Because there's a checkpoint past them and I really don't want to risk them killing me, so I'm just going to flashbolt and then flashbolt them, because if these guys are alerted to my presence, the other dudes who are with faking to be asleep will come popping and I can just burn the whole bunch of them and just kill this man who is a little bit too far away to be burned. But yeah, that's the reason why I flashed them, because if they are alerted to my presence, everybody else who's pretending to be dead is going to rise up. And now I can just run around and get all of my resources. There's some shotgun ammo that's guaranteed there. There's some boxes that may or may not drop something here. And for some reason... Oh no, yeah, I throw the bottle at the bomb. No, this isn't the room where I randomly shoot. I'm gonna do something pretty strange later on, but you will see. There's a flashbolt here, and you actually get a checkpoint as soon as you come here. This is a checkpoint. And cue the death montage. I shot the wall there. Something exploded me there. I don't even know how. But either way, there's another sniper guy. So I go to the balcony and wait for him to settle and shoot his ass out of existence. There's some handgun ammo here. And as we will be making our way past this place, there's gonna be another dude who's going to pop at you. I get stuck there. So I just have the shotgun ready. I have to kind of sort of get to an awkward position to make him pop, and this guy can throw his axe at you, so be careful. And I just burn him. With that out of my way, I grab my trusty bottle and I go for the next room, which you have to jump a fence, and there's a trap here which I wait for that spinny thing to get out of my way so that I can disarm, because you can actually... I got killed by disarming a trap. And yes, that thing will kill you if you try to disarm a trap exactly as it is spinning. Which is why I'm trying to be very careful here, because there are some dudes who are actually going to come crawling after Sebastian, about 2 of them. So I wait for the thing to pop, I go back to my safe place, because my safe space, which is here, because I can stand up here and shoot them, and wait for them to make their way towards me. One of them gets smacked by that thing, and the other one is a little bit more lucky, so I just kill him with my handgun, because quite frankly he was being annoying. And those are the only 2 who will intentionally come after you as soon as you jump that fence. The others, you kind of sort of have to get them to come after you, and it is actually pretty good to get them to come after you. And by the way, make sure that there isn't any gel for you to grab there, because I've been killed trying to get gel and getting popped by the wheel. It is actually pretty dangerous. There are a couple of traps here that I disarm. This one in particular, disarm it, because on your way out you actually want this to be gone. You don't want to worry about it. And I believe there's another trap. Yeah. This one, with these traps, you have to be careful about where the blades are, because look at Sebastian. He sits up. I didn't do that on purpose. That's just his animation for disarming that trap. And it's not for the other traps. It's just for those regular bear traps. So be careful about those. I wait here for the thingy to pop, and then I just shoot the glass, and the guys will be coming after me. One of them, who is like exceptionally bright, came after me. Well, the rest of them, I've seen people just shoot this guy and everybody else comes with him. I was not lucky enough for that to happen. So I throw another bottle, wait for some more guests to come up, because there are actually what, about 4 guys in there? About 4 of them. And they are being very uncooperative, so I just set up and shoot my gun. And that should get another one of them to pop out. Apparently not. I know for a fact that there are more dudes over here. And by the way, picking up gel is also very dangerous. That's why I keep on waiting for that one. I shoot another one of my bullets because apparently the last one didn't work. And there he is, another one of them. We can't really see you from this place, which means that you are safe. And I know there are more of them, but quite frankly at this point I am getting so bored waiting for them, so I'm just gonna get in there and go and burn them. There's this dude who was absolutely pretending to be dead and just didn't want to pop out, like he was annoying me, so I burned him. And there's another lady who's also pretending to be dead. And a bomb. So I grab the bottle. I try and throw the bottle at the bomb. The bottle misses the bomb. So I take out the bomb with the gun. And that body over there that you can see on the floor. Yes, she will raise, or he will raise, or whatever. I go and burn him because he also was being a little douche and didn't want to come out. Sometimes they all just come out and get smacked by that thing and you don't have to waste a bullet or a match on them. But sometimes they're just douches. And so I go in and burn them because yeah. And after this, there is a sniper here, but if you disarmed the trap that I disarmed when you came in here, you can actually run for this and you will be fine. I've never gotten hit there by that sniper. He's blind as a bat. And there's nothing in this room trap-wise, but I just crawl because I forget where the traps are. Like, you will see me step on so many bear traps, it's not even funny. But yeah, this trauma here is not actually here. It's gonna disappear if you know the trick to jump off the ladder, which I have yet to manage to do. You will see the trauma disappear, and if you are fast enough, you can actually stealth kill the trauma for some gel. But I wasn't fast enough and I don't care enough to do it, so yeah. And this place, cue the death montage. Lol got me. My own freezeball got me. This dude got me. Whatever got me there, I don't know. But either way, statue over here. You can actually get both the statue and the gel, but you do have to be very fast and you have to shoot the statue before you get out. Like, you do have enough time from what I've seen to get both of them, but I usually don't risk myself for the gel. Don't see a reason to do so. And this is the room that killed me. I died to this room more than I died to the other room because there's a dude here on patrol and a Ruvik clone, and the Ruvik clone saw me a couple of times, and quite frankly he's the most scary thing here. So in this first room you can actually use the bottles to make most of the guys who are patrolling come after you. But you do have to kind of sort of wait it out a little bit for this dude to start walking the other way so that you can throw the bottle. If you're successful with your throw, the Rubik clone and everybody will be here and you can freeze them and or shock bolt them, whichever one you want. I tried the freeze bolt got me killed. So I'm going to shock both their eyes and burn the Rubik clone. I could have burned that guy, but there were other dudes coming after me, so I decided, okay, let's take the fight out here. If you have another shock bolt, you can set up another shock bolt, wait for them to spawn, but I didn't, so I'm taking the old-fashioned shotgun, waiting for them to pop after me, and then shooting them and burning them. That was pretty scary, actually. Like 1 second more and those guys would have gotten me, but yeah. And I'll wait to see if anybody else comes after me. No, I got all of them who were patrolling about, because there are some people pretending to be dead, but most of the ones who are patrolling already came after me and I already got rid of them. I mean, all of the ones who are patrolling, I'm sorry. Because usually when you alert the Rubik clone, you kind of sort of alert all of the dudes who are patrolling. And I throw another bottle here because I don't know. I haven't figured out yet that I got everybody, and I want to have them go for the bomb. But quite frankly, going for the bomb and exploding it is also an option in their faces. But well, I finally figured out, okay, I'm safe, so I just go through here, and there's a body over here by this cable. More often than not, it will be by this cable or on it, by this trap part. Burn her. She is actually gonna rise if you go to the trap part to disarm it. And then you can just go to this little room. And there's the thing that I need to get out of here. I just grab it, and I'm not about to deal with any of these bombs. I just run for the place that's going to take me out of here after I grab some matches. Which is, when you get to this room, you're kind of safe. The people from the other room won't actually see or hear you unless they follow you in this room and they're already alerted for you. So I just run around, pick up some stuff that I know are here, some ammo that's randomly in places. Okay, and here's the checkpoint. And I have no deaths. I did this in one go because of a pretty nice trick that I like to do here. I disarmed this little thing because extra trap parts, not because that trap is dangerous, but because extra trap parts and I want it. And once this room starts, there's only one thing that's like really dangerous here, and that is if you run into any of the haunted, which I don't, I take a path that I know is safe. So I always take the long way around because you can actually run around that lady and there's only 2 people there, and I take the long way around, set up my shock bolt, go for the lever and waste so much time, but hey, look how long that shock bolt lasts, because yes, duration baby, it's extraordinary. And I go here. I just go here. Like, this is my strategy for this one. I just wait because nobody can get you here, and all of the haunted who saw you come here will be out there and will be waiting to get you here, and they're going to see you and be like, yes, the dude that I want to get, and they're going to get squashed by this. Like, yeah, I do this with a lot of them. They can't get you here, and they all do the same thing. Like, look at that. Like moths to the bloody. Yeah, it's a really safe place. I personally like this place a lot. It gets rid of all of the pesky things, either this thing or that spiky thing that's going up and down, and it kills everybody in this room. Like, it's a very safe strategy, and I just wait here until I know that everybody's dead. Then I go out, I shoot my key. And once the key is shot, I just go back in to get it. And then I just wait to make my escape from my little hidey place. Look at all of those bodies, and yeah, you have to run through here. And get through this one, and you have to wait for that thing to expand and go up this ladder. And that's pretty much this section done, and it's super safe. That room is very safe as far as I'm concerned. I've never... they literally can't get me there. There's an explosive bolt here. And yeah, that's my favorite place. My favorite strategy for that room. Works like a charm. Every single time. I think even the trauma got killed by... I don't even know. Either the spinny thing or the... Yeah, the spinny thing, because the trauma usually can't get past the spinny thing. But either way, there's some loot here before the next room, and I actually get there's a map fragment, yeah, and this is the next room. This is the one with the 2 traumas and 2 dudes, and I get killed twice by the dudes that are with the traumas. They get me. Alright, strategy for this one. There's 2 dudes here, and I like to stealth kill this first guy because you actually can. He just sits there a lot, patrolling by himself. I've only been spotted, I think, 1 time by the trauma, and there's another dude on the other side that you can snipe from this place. And once you snipe this dude over there, the bosses will be aggroed on you. Even if they haven't seen you or they don't know where you are, suddenly they know where you are. It's like a stupid AI thing. And it doesn't matter. It actually works to your advantage because then you can lead the bosses away from you. There he is. That dude. Once he is dead, the bosses will be aggro and will come after you, even though they didn't see you walk in this room. They're just gonna know that you're in this room. It doesn't matter. It's to our advantage because as soon as they get their arses into this room, you can just freeze them. I shot a freeze ball too early, which was stupid of me, but there we go. And then there's a trap here. Make sure you don't step in it, and put a shock bolt over here because yes, you will need it. They won't be frozen for long enough because the freeze duration is never increased. It's just the range, and yeah, that's why you need a shock bolt. The shock bolt will actually guarantee that you won't get killed here. And once you're done with that, you can actually just don't pull this lever, just go underneath it. There we go. That's like the best, and now the bosses can't get you at all. There's no way they can follow you through this room because they can't go underneath that. And this section is done. Actually the least scary section of the whole chapter, but I was terrified of this the first time I saw it. I didn't understand how it worked. It took me a little while, but hey, once I understood, it was by far the easiest section of this whole chapter because it's very consistent. And now it's time for the Laurel section of this chapter. Oh my god. So the first time I ever did Akumu, this section, man, was Like there was the section in chapter 6, this section with Laurel, and the section in chapter 11 coming up. Oh boy, they nearly made me want to quit this game, because at that point in time it was like 2 to 3 years ago. Like the strategies weren't as good or as consistent, and you had to do speedrun strategies here, which is annoying. Which was annoying AF, because Laurel is so fast, so annoying, and that last part is just brutal and a gauntlet. And it was the same thing with chapter 6 and chapter 11. It was disgustingly bad. I had nightmares about it to this day, but hey. First death sequence, because she can actually get you on this first part. It depends a lot on what she does and how good you are at kiting her, because the game is a bit of a douche when it comes to this first part, because you literally have to you have nowhere to run from her. You're kind of sort of boxed in, and if you are lucky and you get her to run, she can get stuck on the wall there. If you are lucky and you get her to get stuck, that's great. If you're not lucky, which I was not the first time I did this, the one where I died, she can get you pretty fast, because that gate raises pretty late. And look at that, she almost got me there. And she is very fast and very aggressive and constantly running at you in Akumu, so she can get you pretty easy there. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It's annoying. And sometimes, and that section to me personally is the one where I feel like I have the least amount of control. Even though I died the least amount of times, that section is actually the one that I hate the most of this whole but yeah, that part is gone, thankfully, and you do actually get a checkpoint, so thankfully once that section is, like, once you've completed it once, you don't have to worry about it again. This next section coming up is not easier, it's actually harder, but at the very least with this next section I feel like you have like answers to her and options for what you can do, and some strategies to get her to not come after you or to not be such a douche, I feel like. You shouldn't bother shooting this unless you know you can do it in one go, because otherwise you're gonna have to shoot it because the checkpoint, you're gonna have to shoot it again because the checkpoint is here. And I die once, twice, 3 times, 4 times to a trap, the 5th time to Laurel, and there it is, I have to shoot it again, so waste of a bullet. There's really no reason. So this part is pretty easy. She pops and you have to run from her. It's in the room where you run that's actually the problem. Over here there's a bear trap. Try not to step on it. I stepped on it once. Once you pull this lever, Laurel joins you in the room. And I disarm the bear trap and I blow up the bomb just so that I can have breathing space, because you have to wait in this room for that thing to extinguish, and you can actually force Laurel to crawl around if you just crawl yourself. The problem is that I got stuck quite a couple of times on those like the I don't know what it's called, the intersection between the two sections over there. Like, I got stuck on those walls quite a couple of times, and she got me. Like, she literally got me because I got stuck. And you just kite her here until you know that this place is safe, and then you can run up. And that's unfortunately not a checkpoint. It's not a checkpoint, and there's a bear trap right here, and you should disarm it because I stepped into that bear trap. And I just wait for her here to burn her, and then I leave that bear trap alone because she can get stuck on that bear trap, and that can make sure that she doesn't run into you too fast. And then I run for this place because she's gonna be so aggressive here. Like, she is exceptionally aggressive. She just runs like I've never seen her run before, and there's no way of slowing her down. She's very aggressive here. She quite literally just doesn't want to slow down. She's constantly running at me, like, even if I crouch here, I got killed once here because I tried to crouch and she is still aggressive. And I just run through that place until this thing goes away. And this is actually the checkpoint. Or better said, after this room, once you shoot that one, once you get out of this room, this is a checkpoint, which is why that section is a bit of a gauntlet and pretty darn hard to do. And now it's time for another death montage, because I died by my own free vote, by Laurel, so many times. She caught me so many times. I cannot even. Oh my god. The bear trap caught me so many times. The fire got me once, and here's the successful one. Okay, so I usually shoot that trap. This thing caught me, and I like to stay here because that will force Laurel to go from there. Sometimes it will force her to go from there to spawn in the other place, and I like to kite her here and try to get her to come at me from a different place than the middle one. And once I get my chance, I have to shoot this valve and get through this room. And in here, you just run up here, burn her. Once you get past that room, you're very much safe. Just run up here, wait for her to spawn, and wait for her to get burned. And then you need a regular bolt. Shoot through that thing. You have to shoot through that one. And crouch. Crouch, my man. Just crouch and wait here, because if you don't crouch, she will teleport through the flames and get you. It's happened to me 3 times in a row. But if you crouch, she will come to you slowly and get hit by the fire. And this is a glitch. Yes, the way you shoot that lever is a glitch, and you can just burn her until she is dead. But you have to crouch here. If you don't crouch, she will literally teleport through the flames and get you. She got me. I'm telling you, 2 times or 3 times. It's not even funny. But yeah, if so long as you're sitting crouched, she will just crouch at you as well, and she will eventually die from the flames. You will also get the trophy for killing her. I didn't, because I also killed her on Survivor this way, and there she is, dead. And now you're pretty much done, because she is dead. Just to shoot the rest of the levers that need to be shot in order to escape this room. There's a trap and a bunch of I throw a grenade there to explode the trap. And I try to run around here, make sure that I don't step into any traps. Try and see if there are any other levers that I forgot about. And of course, I think I forgot. Wasn't there an... Yeah, I forgot about this one. I forgot about this one, so I was waiting there for no reason. And now we can just sit back, wait for the flames to go away. There is one thing about killing Laurel here, and that is that the elevator despawns in New Game Plus. I've had that happen so many times, like this elevator despawning in New Game Plus. But in New Game you are fine, this elevator will be here. But in New Game Plus, this elevator just likes to disappear like a motherfucker. Like, I swear, it has been like super annoying. Absolutely annoying how that elevator just suddenly despawns in New Game Plus just because you killed her in New Game. It's ridiculous. But anyway, so in New Game Plus you have to do the cutscene, because in the cutscene she's chasing you towards the elevator, and then the elevator spawns for the cutscene. It's actually annoying. But in New Game, and if you're only doing one game of Akumu, hey, you're fine, okay? Like, if you're not gonna be doing chapter 10 anymore on this playthrough, you're fine. In the New Game, you can just shock bolt her to get through her without much of an issue. In New Game Plus, I mean. And there's a map fragment here, and we still have the Amalgam Alpha fight, which the Amalgam Alpha fight is not that dangerous. Personally for me, I feel like you can control that boss pretty well. A heck of a lot more than you can Laurel. And I found that he's not as dangerous as Laurel was, or at the very least I've never had that many problems with him, particularly as I've had with Laurel. So yeah, teleported to this section. There's a bunch of goodies that we can pick up here. Some gel, some boats.
Hey, I know you're
Now waste my time running around for no reason. Oh, so there's a safe room. The safe room has another cutscene with the worst character in this game.
Ruvik must be real.
And after that boring thing, we grab a newspaper and the missing persons report and deuce out of here. And there's a boat here. Nothing else. I just waste time. I need a shock boat. No, I don't. No, actually, I don't. To be safe, you can make a shock boat, but well, either way. Bit of ammo here as well. Some matches. Pot, and the fight with the Amalgam Alpha is coming up. At first there is this little spooky scene, which I like a lot. It also is indicative of the fact that the Amalgam Alpha can take you out of the hiding spot, because a lot of people do like to hide in the small little rooms where he can't actually get to you for initially. Like, he will leave you alone once, twice, but after you go into that room 3 times, he will just take you out of there. And that is obviously a death on Akumu, but very fun. I like this boss a lot. He's actually pretty cool. And we are here in the place where we will be fighting the boss, and you just run to this section, and then the boss runs at you, and you can actually run towards the boss, because the scene is the boss just smacking Sebastian, and the faster you allow the boss to do that, the faster the scene starts. And I do actually have 3 deaths here. I do die here 3 times. Because he charged at me twice and I wasn't ready, and 1 because of my own freeze bolt. So the eye will always be glaring at Sebastian, and once you shoot the eye, you can just fill him up with explosive bolts, and that's pretty much going to take him to the next stage. Once he goes into the next stage, he's going to start running after you. I run away from him because it takes him a while to get to this stage. Like, you have to let him, and he can charge at you, and that's how I died twice, because he charged at me when he was going to the next stage, and then you can just freeze bolt him and shotgun him about 3 times and he's dead. I mean sniper rifle him about 3 to 4 times and he's dead. And that's pretty much this fight. It's actually a pretty okay fight. But the only thing that I would say is dangerous, so I died twice because he charged me while he was getting ready to enter the next phase. He can do that. He goes a little bit berserk, which is why I ran away this time, because I learned my lesson. And the third time I died because my own freeze bolt that I was trying to freeze him with was too close to me and got me, of course. Like, it was fine, like, it was okay. This fight is pretty easy, in my personal opinion. The only variable is that the eye, learning where the eye is and shooting it in the beginning to get yourself the advantage in order to allow to stun him, because once you shoot the eye, he's stunned, so you can just fill him with explosive bolts. And that's pretty much going to be the end of this chapter. As always, Laurel was a bit, but hey, I got through it. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.